Hello everyone, Veronica Spriggs here, and today I'm going to show you how to save your images with the best quality for the internet or the web. When we're saving our images, normally what we tend to do is go to File and then Save As. Be sure that you save this original file as a PSD if you want to work with it again. So we would go to File, Save As, and then you would name your file. Here I'm just going to say holiday. And then hit save. Now you'll be able to work with this file over and over again, changing out the photos and text or what have you. And all you would need to do is just work on the appropriate layer because we are saving this file with all of its original layers. I'm going to hit cancel because it's taking too long and I've already saved this. So on to the next step. We want to save this for the web. So the first thing we want to do is flatten this so that we don't have any more layers. So we'll go to Layer, Flatten Image, and it's asking me, do I want to discard the hidden layers? And I'm going to say yes because I'm not going to be using them anymore. Okay, now that our layer is flattened into a background, we need to resize it because at 12 by 12 or 3600 pixels, there's no gallery that this is actually going to fit in. So the first thing we're going to do is go to Image, Image Size, and we're going to change our settings here. A lot of galleries require you to set your resolution to 72. So that's the first thing you want to do. So we're going to put it to 72 pixels and then we're going to resize it to 600. And now we've got a file that's 600 pixels by 8.3, 8.3 and 72 pixels. Click OK. And you can see the file has now been resized down to 600 pixels. Now the next thing we want to do, since it's been resized, it's lost a lot of its clarity. So we're going to bring back in some sharpness by going to Filter, Sharpen, Unsharp Mask. And generally my settings are always set to 50 amount, radius 1.0 and threshold 0. You can play with these settings to make your picture the best it can be, and I'm going to just leave this. You can check this preview button here by turning it off. I don't know if you can see on this video, but you will definitely see a difference in the amount of sharpness in the image, and it brings back in a lot of the detail. So set OK. Now our file is flattened, resized, sharpened, and it's ready to be saved for the web. When we saved our PSD, remember we went to File, Save As, or sometimes you could go to File and Save. But what we're going to do is something a little bit different. We're going to go to Save for Web and Devices. This is going to open up a whole new panel for us in Photoshop. And you can see here the settings that we have are, it's right now, we're going to set it to, you can choose GIF, JPEG, PNG, and we're going to save it as a JPEG. The next thing it's asking you is what type of quality do you want? We go to low, medium, high, very high, or maximum. Maximum sounds great in theory, but as you can see here, it's going to give you a very large file at 594K or kilobytes. And a lot of galleries will not allow you to upload a file that size. Some have requirements that are set to like 150K or 100K. Hopefully that's not the case because you are going to lose a lot of quality. Maximum is probably a little too much for a gallery, but generally I like to go with high, and that's going to give you a very clean file, a moderate file size, still a little large at 171, but most galleries can accommodate it. It's not too heavy, and it's still going to give you a nice clean saved file. If you are saving at a gallery that has a requirement of, I think a lot of them say 150, then what you're going to do is go here to quality, and you want to use your slider by clicking down this arrow and just moving the slider until you have to let go to actually see what it is, until your file size gets down to 150. Right now it's at 102 and the quality is at 42. I recommend going as high as you possibly can without going over. So that's at 159 at 56. So let's go to 54. You've got 155. Looks like 51 is the highest quality we can go to and still have a file at 149. Fortunately for me, I don't post at galleries that allow such a low rate, so I'm going to go to 70. That's usually my standard. So I have it set to high, my quality is at 70, and my file size is 228K. And I still have a nice crisp and clean image, and it looks perfect for sharing on the web. Now this is good for sharing on the web, in galleries, also if you want to send files to the email. You worked hard on your layout and you want it to look its best it possibly can. So once you've got your file settings all set up, another thing you might want to consider is the quality here at bicubic. I have mine set to bicubic, but you may also want to consider bicubic smoother or bicubic sharper. There's also nearest neighbor and bilinear, which I've never used, so I can't really tell you much about that. I generally keep it set to bicubic. And once you're done, you hit save, and then make sure that you are in a folder you're going to remember, and it's going to ask you, what do you want to save your file as? And you hit the file name and change it to whatever you like, and I'm going to go with holiday and hit save. And there you have it. You've saved your file and you have the best quality image to share on the internet. Thanks for viewing, and we'll see you again next time. And remember, if you like this video, share with a friend. Bye bye.